hell?
Oh, Liam's playing. I understand now. All right.
I've only played Luke in 0 so far. 2-0 Luke, 0-1-1.
Okay, are we going the first game overly Australian or?
Okay, sure.
I don't. We don't have to.
Sounds good.
Is it recording? Did I start it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So here we have Toby and SD, and we'll be chatting to you about this, the losers final of Boost 6. Of course, we have the green team, Donkey Kong, who is Liam, and Meta Knight. No, Donkey Kong would be, in fact, Don.
Which would be
So
Don.
yes, good start for the commentary, but
There's a traitor there using Meta Knight.
yes.
And I'll be a traitor to the cause soon enough as well.
Yes, yes. Anyway, the other team is Luke and Tedeth, Elysium, who
Yeah.
won Rocky. So they have a sort of a reputation to uphold here, wouldn't you say,
Well,
Toby?
I would agree. I would
On how many
also-
fronts would you agree?
Well, no less than 4 fronts.
At least you should agree at least 4 fronts. Otherwise, it's just not legitimate.
Well, what's the point of agreeing unless it's a 4 front?
It has to be
a
4 front.
5 frontal is sort of it's safe.
It's definitely safe. Yes.
And speaking of
Sort
safe,
of like a petition, but yeah. Continue.
well, I've just noticed that Luke is shit, and
It's actually lost a stock already. Yeah.
what a noob. This is really gonna be a lot of trouble for Ted.
Oh, but Ted died as well. So
They're both. I've always said they're a very weak team, and they don't deserve any of their wins. And as people, they're disgusting, and I just wish they were dead.
I feel the same way, Toby.
I think everyone.
And I
does.
think once they're rotting in the ground, I'd possibly dig up their corpse just to defile them even more.
Well,
That's the extent of my hatred.
It'll bring us all
Closer,
a little bit of happiness.
it'll bring us closer together too. I feel.
Well,
Nothing
definitely.
feels more like family than robbing a grave.
And then the things you do with the body afterwards,
Yes,
they can only bring you closer together.
absolutely. Because those unspeakable want him to go one way, but which way will he choose?
Well, once he's chosen a path, he can't deviate.
He can't go
change
back.
his mind, and I think it's quite tragic.
It is quite tragic. He
I
has
got-
so many options. He has such a big future ahead of him. Just like the child that's just finished high school, like many people here today have.
Indeed.
And they have all these options ahead of them, but they always have, the option of changing degree, of changing their path in life. Evie doesn't have that.
No.
Doesn't have that.
But I think one of the advantages that Evie does have is Evie knows that its life is devoid of options. Whereas
Devoid of options.
we think we have options, but really,
It is a question of agency and structure here, I think.
Yes.
Definitely is. Although, some would say constraints enable freedom on some level.
Well,
It's a very controversial view.
I believe it's a valid argument. There are some flaws to it. I think total freedom would probably be a mistake.
Absolutely.
And I think Evie would agree.
I think he would definitely agree. He likes a structured lifestyle. He likes people telling him what to do, likes them involving him in whichever way they feel.
I wonder how it feels for Evie when it gets hit by that firestone and it evolves.
I don't know. It's just like that scary uncle you've had coming closer and closer and just touching you with something you don't want to be touched with.
Well, I was thinking it would be more arousing.
Well, it depends on the inclination of the Eevee.
Yeah.
For some, their trainer with a firestone may represent the dirty uncle, or it may represent the girl of their dreams, or guy,
That is true.
depending on their gender, because as we all know, Pokemon can be either.
Wow.
They're not androgynous any longer. Red and Blue have rectified that mistake from Red and Blue version. And right now, Tedeth and Luke, with regards to this match, Tedeth and Luke have counterpicked PictoChat, which is one of their personal favourites. They actually counterpicked this twice against me and Shire in the winners' final, losing on both occasions, unfortunately. But they do really like this stage. It's an Elysium favourite.
I think it was a mistake for them to counterpick it, really.
Well, to be honest, it doesn't look like it right now because they are in front.
Sure. That's not
Although
a
it is Christmas time, the stage is getting into the spirit of things.
Well,
we are moving towards December.
On Christmas Day, we all know what happens. Snake kills everyone.
I can't wait for that. Do you have Christmas plans?
I don't really.
Surprised Liam didn't go over there to do something out of that grub release, but I suppose he was just trying to hold off Luke and allow Don to do it himself.
What I want to see Don do is a little bit of that invincible up B from the edge.
What I want from Don is a match, because he's been in Australia for quite some time. This is probably his last tournament before he goes home, and I still haven't played him.
But really, whose fault is that?
Shire's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think his problem is that he's greedy for matches. His own, but no one else's.
Indeed.
And many times I've said that he really should consider letting him play time. And he refuses. Stubborn.
Outright refuses. Now, what's happening in the match? It's actually still quite close.
I can guarantee you that
Charge
if
forward
I was
smash.
playing in this doubles match, I would have immediately gone for the springs and jumped
Yes.
at least once.
At least once or twice.
You can get every one of those springs.
It's fun for the whole family.
Well, it is.
Now let's see what Mennonite can do. My Mennonite on this stage came back against Ted and Luke. 3 fresh stocks. Shia, like a noob that he is, had killed himself already. And I actually nearly won. I managed to take Ted out, and it was down to Luke, and I got up tilted. But Mennonite definitely is well equipped for this match.
Oh, most certainly. I think an advantage could... Oh, dear.
That's not what he wants to be doing. Oh, he's just been stickied. Now, what is the advantage? Oh, that's the advantage. I see. And look, the stage was angry about that.
Well, I would be.
Of course.
But
rightly so.
What they... Actually, no.
And we'll be back after these